We are same, but different. But still same. Oh, thank you. Konnichiwa.
I need rings, Super Bowl size. I need a fine dime with some Super Bowl thighs. You say you the truth, that's a Super Bowl lie. I flex on a nigga like a super swole guy. You come into the squad and you super gon' die. I make it look easy and I super don't try. It's funny, everybody always looking up to me, but I've always been a super short guy. Bye.
What is going on, guys? This is JWAGS 412. And holy shit, man. I can already see the comments now. If you don't like it, don't buy it. If you don't like it, don't buy it. Well, how about this? If you don't like this video, don't fucking watch it. Cry baby ass little bitches. Anyway, I'm sure you guys heard by now about the Last of Us 1 leak that happened a few days ago, where there was leaked footage of the Last of Us Part 1 remake gameplay, and it looked fake to me. I didn't take it seriously. I was like, that does not look real at all. So I didn't do a video on it. I left it alone. Well, Naughty Dog responded pretty much probably exactly to that video, because they responded a day later by releasing their official gameplay reveal of The Last of Us Part 1, which is a little bit sketchy, because I was always wondering too. They released this thing 45 days before the release of the game. They were holding this shit tight to their chest, so it's a little sketchy that they weren't showing this shit in the beginning. So the gameplay trailer was finally revealed, and what they've done to this game to justify the $70 price tag. And what is it shown? Fucking nothing. It confirms for me exactly what I thought a month ago. This game is not worth $70. They didn't show me anything that proves to me it's worth $70. It's exactly what the fuck I said was going to be a enhanced version of The Last of Us. Better graphics, better frame rate, some little tiny bit quality of life improvements. What do you got? The workbench, haptics, boo. It's exactly what the fuck I thought it was going to be. But I want to actually check this video out and break it down a little bit piece by piece here. I'll show you guys what the fuck I'm talking about.
And here we go. The Last of Us, I think in a lot of ways, was larger than what the PlayStation 3 was capable of.
The tech of the PS5, it's like an open box of tools and goodies that we can play from and draw from. The 4K, HDR, improved haptics, 60 frames, help us to reimagine The Last of Us.
Alright, so like I said already, the whole thing right now I'm talking about right now is better frame rate, better graphics, haptic feedbacks, shit that we already expected that would be there in a fucking made from the ground up remake.
It gave us opportunities to rebuild our characters at the highest fidelity. Not only are the characters more detailed, I mean down to the irises and the pupil depth. You know, you fall into the eyes of the characters. Aside from that, the facial animation is just way more believable. Like all the nuances, all the little subtle reactions, glances, glares, right? Like you get all of it.
I almost fucking fell asleep listening to that shit. So right now we're talking about improved facial animations, improved textures, improved clothing, how the environment looks, yada yada yada. Shit we fucking expected for a $70 built from the ground up remake.
Pretty good, huh?
Our stories happen in gameplay, on a stick.
She knew my mom.
Now, for the love of Christ, look at some of these pictures they're giving you, and look at the pictures on the left and the right. Look at a PS4 version and a PS5 version. It does not even look that much better. I see a few pictures they show where the environment looks a lot more lush, as it should on this new hardware, but they're still, up to this point, justifying this thing with, like we said, better graphics, better visuals, better fucking frame rate, better textures, all that bullshit, but it's the same goddamn cutscenes and the same fucking scenes, the same backgrounds, just enhanced upon. What's an enhancement sound like to you? I don't know, a fucking remaster. I've seen a lot of shit on Twitter, a lot of shit on Facebook, on YouTube, all over space. This is a big topic, talking about Naughty Dog shuts down the haters. Naughty Dog shows why this game's worth $70. Naughty Dog, no. Naughty Dog shuts down the haters. What the fuck are you talking about? They have confirmed everything that I thought and a lot of other like-minded people thought and knew about this game from the fucking beginning, except even less. I thought for sure they were going to take all the Last of Us 2 gameplay, because it's great gameplay, and move over to Last of Us Part 1. But no, we couldn't even fucking get that, because the fucking pronate there and the dodge. And a lot of people are saying, well, they didn't tell you they're going to do that shit. They didn't tell you. Why not? They're bringing other shit for The Last of Us Part 2. They brought the fucking AI for The Last of Us Part 2, so we can't even get a goddamn crouch and the dodge button for The Last of Us Part 2 on a remake built from the ground up. And even worse, a lot of people are saying, well, you're not a developer. You don't know what goes into it. I don't know shit about developing, you're right. But what I do know, if you're gonna claim this game as a fucking remake from the ground up for the PS5, that's your fucking job doing it from the ground up. That's your fucking job to make all that shit happen. Don't talk about time constraints or money constraints. You charge us $70 goddamn dollars for this game, even though it's fucking 9 years old pretty much. And that's still my biggest problem, is this game is not even a decade old yet. When this game drops, it won't be not even 10 years old yet. And people keep comparing shit to fucking Dark Souls. Not the same at all. Or comparing it to the RE2 remake. Not the same at all. That game was fucking 20 years old when it got remade, and it went all the way from the fucking PS1 to the PS4, and it was vastly fucking different. This game side by side barely even fucking looks different to me. Now, I'm going to say there's a lot of fucking graphically enhanced shit on here. Of course there's going to be. But that's pretty much all you're getting. And a couple things from The Last of Us Part 2. Over. Does that warrant a $70 price point? For me, no the fuck it doesn't. But let's continue. Okay, so now we're talking about destructible environments. Like walls exploding, walls chipping, bullet holes, glass breaking. Whoop the fucking do. But they're going to spend the next fucking 3 or 4 minutes on this topic alone just trying to justify this price point.
Fear. There's a real fear that it invokes.
And it's giving us a much more dynamic range of gameplay to play with.
Surround him!
Our AI tech has just increased incredibly. What we were building the basis off of was The Last of Us Part 2's AI.
So they brought over The Last of Us 2's AI. That's something we all know. That's something we all expected. That's something that fucking should have happened, and we knew it was going to happen. We expected that to fucking happen.
Now how the enemies are communicating with each other, how they're chasing you, how they're flanking you, how intense that fight feels. It's so much more rewarding coming out of it from the other side.
Another big enhancement to the gameplay is that we have this technology called motion matching. Motion matching is this technology that's basically using logic that tries to match the desired movement to a bucket of hundreds of animations. A mocapped actor has gone in and run this whole gauntlet of movements to get a really full set of all the different ways a person can move. And then it's basically every frame trying to find the best matching animation.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
What in the fuck is he talking about? Who gives a fuck about anything that he is saying? This mocap, and we had the fucking people run around in suits to match a list of 100 fucking bucket animations that match the sway of. What the fuck are you talking about? Nobody gives a fuck about that. Nobody was asking for that. Everybody saw that's like, okay, thanks, I guess, appreciate it. What's next? All they're trying to do is throw all this shit in here to fucking, to make it look like they got a lot of new shit in this game when there really is not that much new in this fucking game. They're trying to justify this shit, and the only reason they brought this shit out anyway was because of the fake leak that somebody put out. They saw the fake leak and said, oh shit, well now we gotta put our video out. And even though the game is 45 days away when they released it, and everybody already had a fucking thing pre-ordered, they already sold their Firefly edition without seeing any goddamn gameplay yet, so they went into fucking panic mode.
To build that core experience. And then beyond that, we wanted to add several features that fans have been asking for. For example, we now have a permadeath mode. Along that, we've added a brand new speedrun mode, so players can time themselves. There's a whole community of gamers that just want to see how fast they can play through this game. Beyond that, we added a bunch more of unlockables. So there's all these different outfits for Ellie and Joel that people can unlock. A model viewer mode, so people can really appreciate.
So here's where like the bulk of the shit. Like here's like the meat and potatoes, right? This is all the shit they expect you to pay for. They add some bullshit like 3D modes and a slowdown mode, and they even had the nerve to fucking they give you a goddamn clock for the top right of the screen so you can speedrun the game. There's like, oh, here's a fucking clock for the speedrunners, and then they got the goddamn gall. You got some clothes in there, you got some like weapon skins, all that other bullshit. But they're putting a fucking 3D model view in there, like a panoramic 3D model viewer, so fans can really have appreciation and really zoom in on the detail. Fuck off. Ellie and Joel look like they're laughing their asses off at the people who are fucking falling for this bullshit. These fucking idiots, Ellie.
I know. We even sold out of the Firefly edition.
environments in a much more visceral way. The rooftops overlooking the Capitol building, for example, like just the breath of fresh air when you go up there and you just like, you feel that sort of release in tension. And then, you know, to juxtapose that down in the tunnels in Wilds, and you get that dank, flooded tunnel feel, that humidity, you can actually feel it.
Damn, man, this man is trying way too hard. The humidity, you can actually feel it. You can feel the air up there. You can feel the... Alright, chill the fuck out a little bit, okay? It might be a beautiful game and everything, but, like, we're not feeling goddamn humidity. I know he's probably not talking literal, but he is overselling the fuck out of this thing.
In Wilds, and you get that dank, flooded tunnel feel, that humidity, you can actually feel it.
Take it down a notch. It's creeping a bit.
Now we got our engine on the PS5, those haptics, the 3D audio, the fast loading. It really creates a much more immersive, and because of that, much more emotional experience.
Haptics, 3D audio, and faster loading. Awesome.
One of the things I absolutely love with the 3D audio in The Last of Us Part 1 is being able to hear an enemy before they sneak up on you. And trying to do a stalker fight with the 3D audio is just so much fun. You're hearing them skitter around in a different room, and you're hearing them trying to get up behind you.
Man, they are really pushing the fuck ass with 3D audio, ain't they? He likes how he can hear him come up behind him. I mean, I don't know about you guys. I'm not really familiar with that much with 3D audio. I've tried it one time. It's alright, but like I've always been able to hear motherfuckers behind me. Okay, I got these Turtle Beaches. I got Astros. I've always been able to hear motherfuckers in single player games, multiplayer games, come up behind me. Where they at? If they're to my left, to my right. Stop trying to make 3D audio a fucking selling point.
All the guns in the game have a variable amount of resistance on the triggers when you aim them. The way it works with the bow is that at the very beginning, when they're starting to draw the bow, there's a little bit of resistance. And then as the bow gets tauter and tauter, the amount of resistance is increasing. And then when you release the bow, you're also getting that resistance going out of the trigger.
So you're also paying for haptic feedbacks. Haptic feedback on the bow. They got this thing here where you're petting the fucking giraffe, and it's gonna feel like a little bit of tingle on your finger when you're petting the giraffe. The soft touch. When you're pumping the shotgun, you're gonna feel the haptic feedback of a vibration when you pump the shotgun. Bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. I don't give a fuck about any of that. It might be cool, but again, does not justify a $70 price point. That shit's supposed to be in fucking PS5 games, is it not? Is it next gen? Is that supposed to be a fucking standard now? But no, you're gonna charge people full price premium for all these extra features, right? All this shit you're doing for the fans. They ain't doing this shit for the fucking fans. They are doing this for the money. Always companies do this for the money, but this shit is egregious, man. There's no fucking way around it. This shit has barely changed at all. It's the same beloved story, built up from the ground up from the PS5. I call bullshit. Now, will it be a quality title? Yeah, because they're building off the fucking back of one of the best games ever made and just enhancing it a little bit. But this, to me, does not count as a full-on fucking remake. Now, I know some of you are butthurt as fuck right now. Some of you Last of Us fanboys or can't wait are probably... You probably made it in this video. You probably already commented your fucking 5-paragraph long bullshit comment that I'm not going to read. Fucking idiots. But if you are people, what it breaks down to is Naughty Dog didn't prove shit. Naughty Dog didn't shut the internet down. They didn't shut down the haters. No, this game is exactly what I thought it was going to be. It's exactly what a lot of people like me thought it was going to be. Everybody's very decisive on this. Everybody's cut down the middle. If you look at the video, it has a lot of dislikes. Okay? It ain't just me. A lot of people feel the same way, especially the Last of Us fans. They felt that this game does not do enough to warrant and justify a $70 purchase and to play this game for the 3rd, 4th, 5th, whatever the fuck time. Now, if you're a brand new player, if you've never played The Last of Us Part 1 before, okay, this will be the best way for you to play it. And if you never played the game before, then yeah, a $70 price tag is justified to them. But for somebody like me, who has played the game fucking twice and bought the game twice, I don't fuck with it anymore. It's not with this, what they're offering here, I mean. So $70 is not worth it to me. I'll say it again. $70 is not worth it to me. If you want to support this shit, fine. If you want to buy this shit, fine. But please stop with the bullshit. If anybody who talks negative about it, or anybody who criticizes this game at all, if you don't like it, don't buy it. If you don't like it, don't buy it. Don't watch the fucking video then. There's a lot more to it than if you don't like it, don't buy it, or you're too broke to buy it, please. That's a fucking lame argument. Come with something better than that. In my opinion, they did not do enough to showcase why this game deserves or a remake is justified. They didn't. That's it for this time, guys. Let me know what you thought in the comment section below. Do you support this shit? Do you not support this shit? Think it's a cash grab? Let me know in the comment section below. Talk to you guys next time. Thanks.